Hey Steve, you're such a great life coach. How do you know so much about toxic relationships? Well, let me begin by saying, yes, my ex was covert narcissistic. Yes, she told lies about me at the end of the relationship. Yes, she tried to alienate all of my relationships during the marriage because she needed to be the center of attention. All of those boxes were ticked. But I would be completely remiss. In fact, I would be irresponsible to not point out my contribution as to what brought out the worst in her. Yes, I was massively insecure when we got married, and she accepted that because she was insecure too, and insecure attracts insecure. A secure person will not accept an insecure person into an intimate relationship because they have higher standards. We both had low standards. We both just settled. I had no masculinity. I had no independence. I was codependent. I needed someone to stand up and be stronger than I was. And there I was, the man in the relationship, with no strength. I wouldn't stand up for her. No. She was alienated by me. And we wonder why she developed masculine tendencies, because I wasn't masculine, and someone had to be. What happens after a while? Animosity. She knew I was a gentle soul. She loved me, and I loved her. But it could never last. In the end, it broke down because I wasn't the person who was able to create a safe environment for her to be brought to a place of healing. I wasn't able to provide for her consistency, masculinity, boundaries, so that she could operate and bring herself to a point of healing. I negated and I denied her that opportunity. And I can point out all of the things that she did, like a lot of content creators do. And they will place blame on your partner. But it's about time that someone said, have a look at yourself. Why did you attract it? Why did you accommodate it? Why did you enable it? Why were you unable to maintain your masculinity? Why could you not hold boundaries? And why, when you finally discovered the truth, did you react in anger? When you create an environment and you continue to propagate that environment for the entire duration of your relationship, well, you've created a scenario for yourself, and then you come to the end of it and you want to make a change, and you want to suddenly create boundaries. You want to suddenly tell your ex that they're wrong for the first time. And why? Our response as anxious types is almost always an aggression in response, because we've let it build and we've let it build, or we've been unauthentic to our own emotion, and we haven't expressed, and then suddenly we explode and we draw these boundaries, or we completely withdraw, and everything changes, and our partner goes, what the hell's going on? We've just introduced something new without explaining why. We have created an entire environment and we've turned it on its head, and they don't know why. They have responded to us in a defensive way for the entire length of our relationship to maintain their own safety, because we can't do it for them. And then suddenly we want to be critical. Now it's time to start looking at you. Every client that comes to me starts to want to tell me a story about how their ex has done the wrong thing by them. And I let them talk. That's fine. I let them get it all out. And then I start to break down what it was that they did to bring out the worst in their ex, and why. They cannot allow that to be a reason for it to happen again. When you're ready to face the truth of what it is inside of you that created and manifested the entire situation that you're in, you can take yourself out one situation, completely cut it off, go somewhere else, and you're going to recreate the exact same situation again. Come to me, let's have a discussion. I've walked through this. I have forgiven my ex, and I've recognized what I did when I was incredibly dishonorable, when I was unable to meet her need. And I've forgiven myself for being unable to, because I was not given the tools. I've grown post that relationship, obviously to the point now where I'm extraordinarily secure, I hold boundaries, and I know my value. If you want that too for yourself, send me a message. I'll help.